Not so loud. We don't want everyone to know where I am. Have you got a moment?
Yeah, I am actually on holiday.
Very good. Very, very good. We can't just stand idly by. We must try to work out how the vampires spend their non-existence.
What for? Have you just seen another one?
Not exactly. But I'm sure your vampire is here somewhere. Lives here. Has a secret refuge. I've even got a faint suspicion of where.
Where?
In the old mill.
No, that can't be right.
Sure. And that's why we two are going to search the mill thoroughly.
No!
I'll go on my own then.
That wasn't what I meant. Of course I'll come with you.
I knew I could count on you, Anton. Aha!
Why'd you say aha?
Why not aha? Oh ho! Oh ha!
No!
Yes! Pay close attention. Now you'll see how these vampires fall.
No, please don't! I really can't bear it! Someone help me!
Hey, Anton, not so loud. You'll wake him up.
Rüdiger! Rüdiger!
Are you crazy? Who is Rüdiger?
My friend! My best friend!
Yakety yak yak yak. That's not what this is all about. Now you're going to see how to impale a vampire.
No!
For heaven's sake, pull yourself together. You're behaving like a little baby.
Oh, please help me. This is one time. Please, 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 please. Please, please.
Oh, just my luck. Empty.
What? The coffin is empty? That's impossible.
Well, I really did badly misjudge you. I have no use at all for a howling and shrieking assistant on such a difficult and dangerous task. I really don't, Anton.
I really don't understand any of this. Rüdiger? Rüdiger!
Schlottersteins! The moment has now arrived. The Transylvanian postbat has just delivered a letter from Dracula, which is of great importance. Dracula reminds us that already another 130 years have flown by. And the international gathering of all vampires and the accompanying festival are imminently before us. Quiet! As you know, 130 years ago, we got the Red Ruby. That means we must convene the international gathering of all vampires and organize the international festival. Therefore, I ask you now, where is the Red Ruby?
But darling, surely you must still have it somewhere.
Me? Nonsense. I put it in the Chinese urn, and it's no longer there.
That piece of junk! Theodore threw the urn at me after our first and last marital row. It broke into 1,000 pieces.
Then you must have picked it up off the ground.
Don't be so stupid! The urn was empty when it was smashed to pieces.
It's a catastrophe if we don't find the ring.
Oh, it could ruin us.
Well, crisis at one.
Must be a solution.
You must go and find it. If we don't find the red ruby, the Schlottersteins will be outlawed.
Outlaws? So what?
You just don't know what outlawed means, huh? No other vampire will speak to us, and we lose the right to this crypt, and anyone without a crypt has nowhere to live and is surely lost forever.
Just a moment. Something's just occurred to me. Do you remember Viktoria the Unlucky?
Naturally, but why?
If I'm not completely mistaken, she wore that ring.
Of course, she wanted to get married to that gravedigger man.
Yes, but sadly she was spiked. By the most gruesome vampire hunter there ever was.
What was his name?
Bösermann.
But does that mean that this Bösermann has the ring now?
That was all nearly 100 years ago. Bösermann is dead.
And the ring?
Probably lost forever. It's gone.
Someone do something!
Curse, it's too late! We're doomed!
I'm really sorry about what happened earlier. I must have lost my nerve somehow. I just don't know. Won't ever happen again.
That's all right. Goodbye.
And anyway, I searched the mill again thoroughly. There's definitely no sign of a vampire anywhere. I think we'll have to go and looking somewhere else.
All right. Would you like a glass of milk? So, how'd you like that?
It's all right.
This collection is already over 100 years old and worth a fortune.
I believe it. Those look really sweet.
Bats are vampires. Throw one at the wall and Dracula stands before you. But I have more valuable things.
What's that?
I'll tell you in a moment.
Come on. It's so unfair. What's Anton doing at Stöbermann's?
I've no idea.
I'll get him.
That is my grandfather's collection. The most successful vampire hunter of all time.
This is really great.
And here's something most unusual. The love letters from Viktoria the Unlucky. She loved a young gravedigger, but my grandfather caught her and impaled her. In the cemetery, just as she was going to bite her beloved.
How mean. Poor woman.
Yes, a vampire hunter really can't afford to make such considerations. A young, beautiful lady vampire is just as dangerous as an old, ugly vampire man. My grandfather became famous for this impaling. He was allowed to keep everything that Viktoria possessed.
What's this here?
No idea. Some kind of secret vampire scribble. Not important. That's her.
Really?
Viktoria the Unlucky.
And what happened to the gravedigger then?
He died of a broken heart.
What I want to know is, what is Anton doing in Stöbermann's house?
Well, why don't we just ask him?
Pfft, he won't say anything, Anna.
Anton always tells the truth.
I say he's a traitor.
And who says Anton's a traitor?
Me! Why else does he hang around with this nasty vampire hunter, talking like blah, 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 blah?
He must have a reason.
Not a chance. We're going to have to bite him. Only then can we be sure he is really on our side.
We must talk to him first. Not hearing his side would be unfair.
Hey, Anton Barnack!
Hi!
Perhaps you can explain to us what you've been gossiping about with Stöbermann.
You can land if you want. I haven't betrayed you.
We'll land when we're good and ready. First, you tell us what you were doing in his house.
Stöbermann visited the mill today. Luckily you weren't there. It was a pretty hot situation. I thought he'd become suspicious, so I went round there to stop him going back to the mill.
What was with the paper rubbish and all that other stuff you were talking about?
Oh, nothing special. Stöbermann was just telling me about his grandfather, who once upheld a vampire lady.
That's disgusting.
Nothing I saw, nothing I heard. The last sentence remains unuttered.
I'm sorry. And then he had pictures and letters to show me.
Pictures of who?
Of Victoria the Unlucky.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
What was the name of this evil relative of Stöbermann?
Well, Stöbermann as well. That's obvious.
Rüdiger! Perhaps Sabine the Frightful misheard. Stöbermann and Bösermann? It sounds pretty similar.
Brilliant, Anna. Right on the mark.
What's up with you? What are you talking about?
You don't have to understand. Just listen carefully. You have to fly back to your vampire hunting friend, grab those papers and bring them back to us fast.
Are you crazy?
It's a matter of life and death for us.
You can show that you're really on our side and not on the side of this Dober murderer.
I've shown you 1,000 times that I'm your friend.
Then tonight's 1001, right?
Yes, Brutus. Yes, you're my Brutus. Make some room, Brutus. What do you do when you see a vampire? Good dog, Brutus. Yes, I'm coming. One moment. You stay there, Brutus. Yes. Oh, so late now. Hello? Hello?
Shh. Good boy, Hector. Good boy.
What's all the noise then? Just you wait. Just wait! You wait, you thieving, blood-sucking vampire, you! You thief, you! When I uncover you, I'll do for you! Oh, my name's not Stöbermann! I'll get...
You really are amazing.
I'm curious. What's so important to you in all this paperwork? So what's the story with this Victoria?
Well, before this mean old vampire hunter actually, whatever he did.
Impaled.
Yeah, well, before she was that, she had a red ruby on her finger, and we need it. Desperately.
So what for?
Because otherwise we'll be outlawed and thrown out of the grave, understand?
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, really. But perhaps somewhere in all this we'll find a clue as to where the ring has got to.
Can you translate this?
That looks like Chinese, or Croatian, or Bengalese. or...
Admit it, you can't.
Come over here! Quick! This is mirror writing.
Go on the longest day of the year at 12 midday.
Strike me, but that's tomorrow.
To the old mill on the wharf to the outermost point that the shadow of the vertical sail casts.
12 midday, we'll be goners.
Please just let me finish reading.
Yeah.
And from there, 1,300 paces to the east. There, drive a wooden stake up to 130 centimetres into the earth.
Utterly impossible for a vampire. Ridiculous.
By full moon, go from the outermost point of the shadow that the stake casts in the moonlight, 130 paces to the south, and dig...
A pile of old bim-bam.
Typical vampire hunter. So that's who hid the ring. He must have thought the vampires can't read mirror writing. That's really stupid of him. Hey?
Promise me you'll never get mixed up with a vampire hunter again.
We promise, Anton.
Yes, of course.
OK, then I'll tell you my plan.
Shoot, boss.
Could be. It's just stupid. Sorry.
We called you to come and eat over an hour ago.
I had to do something, but it took longer than I thought.
Was that all you have to say?
Yes, Dad.
So what was it you had to do that was so urgent?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Fine. You have your secret and we have our rules. For the rest of the day, you'd better just stay here. Hmm?
But first, go wash your hands. Hmm?
Smart, eh? A spear.
My friend Kim said that there's a giant heap of toadstools behind that tree. If you eat them, you get spots. Let's pick some.
Oh, Kim's completely mad. If that had been a vampire, he'd be dead.
Just leave that stupid spear now. Come on, I'll show you the toadstools.
There's the Great Bear, there's the Plough, there's the North Star, and there's the Milky Way, and that way is east. 1, 2, 3, 7, 10, 13, 15, 16, 19,
Rüdiger!
20, 21, 25...
Rüdiger, count properly!
Abracadabra! Rüdiger von Schlottersteins has read the star spot on again.
Stuck at a strange angle?
Anton must have forgotten to put his glasses on.
What now?
Now another 130 paces to the south, and we'll have the ruby! Caramba!
Where is south?
That way.
What?
The way I'm pointing, look!
Good. I'll fetch Anton.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hey, Rüdiger! I'm very sorry that it took so long. It was hard to get away from the house. I was under room arrest and my mother was watching me.
That's nice to know. Well, I've got other problems.
How come? What is it? Where's the ring?
Probably in Siberia. Great, Anton, just great. You've really gone and done it again. Terrific. You're the greatest. You're the greatest numbskull of all time.
So what have I done wrong this time?
What have you done? Here's where the ruby should be buried. But what am I supposed to do? Bite my way through all this concrete? Huh?
Calm down. Come on. We'll just retrace our steps and then we'll see what went wrong.
Went wrong? Pfft. We'll never find it now.
I think it's a good idea. So there.
This is pathetic. Here's your stupid stick.
But that's not where I stuck it in.
Oh, just great. Now what are we going to do?
Perhaps someone's been playing around with it and moved it. In any case, I know where I left it. Come on.
Forget it. We're just going around in circles.
Here's where I stuck the pole in, and south is there.
Even I know where south is.
So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Here! It's gotta be here. I'd swear on my grandmother's false teeth.
You're all wasting your time. I don't know why you're bothering.
We might as well try.
I think I found it.
Tell me I'm not dreaming.
This is the most beautiful ring I've ever seen in my life. The true sign of a vampire.
Anyone else would have given up, but vampires know how to fight. They always get what they want in the end, especially the little ones.